especially when he campaigned in his first presidential run, when he campaigned, he's standing in front of union members talking about when they come to break up your collective bargaining, I will get new comfortable shoes and I will be here and I will stand shoulder to shoulder with you to fight them. Well, when they were busting up collective bargaining in Wisconsin, he had no public statement at all. He wore the same shoes he's always worn, and his shoulder was nowhere to be seen. He's a terrible negotiator. You cannot have your starting bargaining position be where you want the opposition to end up.
So is the Republicans the best choice to save what you want to save, or is it?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Absolutely not. I'm sorry?
What's wrong with the Republicans? I know you voiced.
Well, you know, I don't really, personally, I don't think the EPA is such a bad thing. I don't happen to believe that Jesus is going to run our country like they believe he is, you know? Jesus, take the wheel, we'll just fucking sit in the back and let you have it, you know? I don't believe that government should, you know, they keep talking, you know, smaller government until they get into a woman's uterus, you know? Or, you know, I don't remember Planned Parenthood, NPR, and teachers being the downfall of our economy. Or the bailout, the stimulus money, it gave all of the CEOs of all of the banks and all of those guys down the street, it gave them all of their bonuses because it was in their contract. But yet, the government, state, local, and federal government are trying to go back on what is negotiated in the contract of teachers, firefighters, police officers. Those people depend on that money for their existence. Those guys down the street don't depend on that $15, $18, $27 million bonus to pay their health care, to pay their rent, to put food on the table for their children.
How do you respond to then Richard Trumka and the head of the AFL-CIO taking a salary of $300,000 a year?
$300,000, really? Really, that's a lot?
Well, compared to what you were saying you made, I mean,
well, yeah, and at one point he made my money, and if I wanted to, I could run for a political position in my union and probably raise in the ranks, but he doesn't make $172 million a year like these guys down the street. They make astronomical amounts of profit for their corporation, and then what do? They turn around and lay off thousands of workers. How does that make any sense? How does it make sense that you're now turning a bigger profit than you ever had and to lay off normal, everyday Americans that depend on those jobs that made you those profits?